As I sit here tonight, I'm having actually a very good evening, feeling great. I just came back from visiting a friend of mine who has had total right side paralysis from a stroke. I will say the exception to that is he has managed to drag himself up off the bed and kind of use his right leg as a stump to get across the room. But certainly he holds it stiff and it acts more like a crutch than a leg, if you know what I'm saying. His right arm won't work at all. It basically just sits there, in the usual kind of cup position that a person has when they've had a stroke or a shoulder injury or something. In this case, it's a stroke. Now, about the middle, in fact, a little before the middle, about the end of the first week, so a little over 2 weeks now, probably about 2.5 weeks, I've actually been treating him with the exact same program I'm going to have in the document section down below for you to copy and paste into your records for future reference. That's the safest way to have the document kept. Now, within that 2 week period, he's gone from paralysis to being able to move his ankle independently with his mind back and forth. His feet, his hands are not cold. He started to have the motion of his thumb again and be able to actually move his thumb and starting to have the slight movement of the fingertips. His face on the right side has now got full feeling restored. And also in talking to him, although it's just the beginnings because I haven't fully restored circulation, that's not possible in 2 weeks. He also has had the beginning of complex thinking returning and is starting to do math calculations and things again that he hasn't done for some time. He had the stroke in March of this year in 2014, by the way. I've done this on a single product that costs $45 a month to buy in Canada. It is a licensed product in Canada, and it is licensed by the Strauss Herb Company out of Kamloops, and it's called Heart Drops. Now again, this is all in the document down below. You don't have to rush for a pen and copy and paste that right now, or write it down or anything, because you can copy and paste the document and it'll all be there. There are only 3 products involved in stroke or heart disease, and they're exactly the same for both. So whichever document you get will work in both situations because they're exactly the same, except that I say stroke in one and I say heart disease in the other, and that's really all there is to it. So the first product on there, the heart drops, you start removing the blockage because it simply washes away. Like it's just got a very gentle washing action like this, and over a period of weeks and months it simply dissolves cholesterol, dissolves clots, dissolves hardening of the arteries, and totally removes it from your body and leaves you with the clean circulation of a newborn baby. And I'll tell you, even from a stroke, the benefits beyond a stroke are enormous of cleaning the circulation out. It gives you energy, gives you all sorts of things when you're 40 plus. Just excellent. The product itself, Heart Drops, is spicy. It is garlic and cayenne pepper and an alcohol base. Those are essentially the ingredients, although I'm sure there's a little more to it than that. I don't make this product. The Strauss Herb Company in Kamloops does. But people, this is the product you want to start on. And then a month later, there are 2 other products. One of them is a collagen-based formula to restore connective tissue. And it is the very best I've ever found, with the most collagen and the most ability to do the most good in the quickest time. It is a liquid formula, and it is not that bad tasting. Go ahead and buy it. The same company, if you want it, also has a great multiple vitamin, although it's not absolutely necessary for dealing with a stroke. It is kind of a nice thing to have your body on. It works, helps you out a lot. But anyway, the collagen formula off there is the main one, and it's Life Naturals is the actual company. The third product is from Nature Sunshine, and that particular line of herbs is the one that I do sell. I do not sell the other 2 products, but they are very essential along with this one for recovery. The Nature Sunshine product, which will be the third one listed, it will restore damage to the circulatory tract, and it will strengthen the heartbeat. It'll make the heart stronger. It'll make the blood pump faster, better, and easier because of a strong heart. So you're making it pump faster and easier due to the removal of cholesterol, due to the initial product, the Heart Drops. You're strengthening connective tissue with as much damage as possible within the brain area that has been sorely without oxygen and without blood flow for restorative reasons for some time, usually in most people. That's what the collagen formula does. It does it all over the body. You're going to feel great. A lot of the aches and pains of aging will go away on that formula as well for those of you that are older. But essentially for this video, it is to rebuild connective tissue within the brain. And it will do that quite well. It also strengthens the diaphragm of the heart, and all this helps you with a stroke. So it's got a multitude of benefits. And it's not a hugely expensive formula either. It's also a very reasonably priced collagen formula compared to most, especially for the strength it has. The product that strengthens the heartbeat rebuilds the circulatory tract only. So any circulatory damage within the brain, heartbeat being strengthened, the blood being warmed, the blood being conditioned to restore healing within its own system, is all done on this one product. This product also, by the way, is licensed in Canada under the Canadian equivalent of the Food and Drug Administration, and is completely usable. I'm completely legally able to tell you this because it's right in their own documents. I'm just basically quoting what they say themselves. Now, for those of you in the United States, and there's an awful lot of you in other countries with heart problems, okay? Nature's Sunshine, I do not know about Strauss's or Life Naturals. Life Naturals, I believe, is in the United States. But the Nature's Sunshine products can only be shipped to a Canadian address. Now, after they're shipped to the Canadian address, your Canadian friend can take them to the border and hand them to you, as far as I know, and it's completely legal. But Nature's Sunshine, in full compliance with FDA regulations in the United States and the Canadian equivalent in Canada, in order to prevent they themselves from doing something illegal, have stated only products licensed in Canada will be shipped in Canada only. Products licensed in the United States will be shipped to American addresses only. And at this point, the products I'm telling you about are licensed in Canada, so govern yourself accordingly. That is essentially all there is to it, people. I'm going to keep you updated on my friend, but I had such a wonderful couple of hours this afternoon visiting, because him and his wife are ecstatic, and they are only into 1/2 of the first month's supply. That's all they've used. They still have half of the 4-week supply left, and this is already achieved. Within the next 4 weeks, I expect that he's going to be using his hand, and he's going to be actually stirring his coffee and a whole bunch of other stuff with it, where he's been told by medical science he'll never use it again. So people, this is something I'm going to keep you posted, and if I can bring him over to the house one day, and I'm going to make another video, and he's going to be in that video. So look forward to that, but that's still several weeks away. My own estimation is 2 weeks you cannot restore everything. 2 weeks I've just created a very slight bit of blood seepage. There's just a tiny bit going by at a very slow rate. Not enough to really liberate the brain in that area, but enough that the cells inside are saying, okay, we're getting some extra blood, we're getting a bit of extra oxygen. Here's the best we can do for you now. Can you get us some more? Well, yes, I can. I'm going to get them a lot more over the next few weeks. Because once that blockage starts to let go, the way it works, you have a blockage holding a big area like this. Well, as that shrinks and that suddenly becomes lesser, it'll go through like this and go further down. And now, as it goes further down, there are some large arteries up in the top area past where it's gone now, up higher, that are now going to have full blood flow restored. And literally, in the usage of this, you can go to bed one night with a paralyzed arm and wake up in the morning and stir your coffee if that blockage lets go and moves down into the lower part of the artery at that time. And over a period of time, that's going to simply dissolve and go away. And it's not going to affect you anymore. But a piece at a time, you could get sudden improvements in your own body's ability to function within a matter of hours sometimes, sometimes within a matter of days and weeks, depending how it goes. But without belaboring the video anymore, people, I'm terrible at making them, but please copy and paste the information below, and please go ahead and use it. Start only with the heart drops, and a month later start the rest, and everything should work out just fine. There is nothing more to heart disease, and there's nothing more to stroke than what's on this document. Have a nice day, and once again, thank you, and I'll stop the recording here.